2025 Buick Envista Preview. Pros: sleek exterior, competitive pricing, exceptionally quiet cabin. Cons: tepid engine. What's new? No major changes for 2025. The 2025 Buick Envista is a subcompact SUV with a little coupe action mixed in. Pricing starts at $23,995. With young buyers in mind, Buick has created the Envista, a small SUV with a fashionably sloping roof. And it does the job with some panache. For city dwellers who don't need all-wheel drive or a particularly forceful engine, and would prefer to show up to appointments and interviews in something that indicates how stylish they are, the Envista could be an ideal choice. Especially since it won't put the same kind of strain on finances as more expensive, yet more common, rivals might. This isn't a car for middle managers, but for the up-and-coming. We've logged hundreds of hours driving and evaluating this generation of subcompact SUVs, including the Buick Envista. What's new for 2025? After making its debut only last year, there are no big changes for 2025. 2025 Buick Envista pricing. The 2025 Buick Envista has a starting sticker price of $23,995, with the range-topping Envista Avenir kicking off at $29,695. MSRP. KBB fair purchase price, national average. Preferred. $23,995. TBD. Sport Touring. $25,795. TBD. Avenir. $29,695. TBD. Competitors and resale value. The 2025 Buick Envista has a lower starting price than the Honda HR-V, Hyundai Kona, Kia Seltos, and Mazda CX-30, with all-wheel drive as standard, by as much as a couple $1,000s. Before buying a new Envista subcompact SUV, check the Kelley Blue Book fair purchase price to know what you should be paying. We're anticipating mid-pack performance in regard to resale values. Recouping more money when selling a vehicle can mean a bigger down payment and lower monthly payments on the next one. Power, ride, and handling. The Envista employs a turbocharged 3-cylinder engine making 137 horsepower, a bit lower than the segment average, and 162 lb-ft of torque, a bit higher. The 3-cylinder configuration renders it a bit coarser than the 4-cylinder units more common in the segment, and power delivery can be just a tad uneven in some situations, but overall we've found the Envista responsive and quick enough for its real-world applications. Combined with crisp steering and braking and its subcompact footprint, the Envista is a pleasantly nimble way to navigate the city. It's also smooth enough on the highway on par with most subcompact SUVs, while Buick's quiet tuning with active noise cancellation makes it among the quietest. Fuel economy. The Envista achieves 30 mpg in combined city/highway driving, which is about average for the class. To compare, the Honda HR-V manages 28 mpg combined, while the Hyundai Kona and Kia Seltos return 31 mpg combined. Relatively roomy interior. The interior design is stylish and contemporary, big screens are standard across the lineup, and the back seat has more legroom than most subcompact SUVs. The Envista's interior is definitely among its strengths. Sure, there are some cheap plastics throughout, but it's important to remember this is a subcompact SUV with a starting price of less than $24,000, even if it does wear a Buick badge. And while the Honda HR-V features nicer materials and greater refinement, for instance, it doesn't offer an 8-inch digital instrument cluster and an 11-inch touchscreen as standard. Similarly, 38.7 inches of rear legroom is great for the subcompact SUV class. Unsurprisingly, 37.3 inches of rear headroom is on the low side thanks to that sloping roof, but one of our 6-foot editors found ample headroom. Cargo space of 20.7 cubic feet behind the rear, 60/40 split/folding, seats compares quite well to some contenders. That space more than doubles to 42 cubic feet when those seats are down. If cargo space is a priority, though, check out the Kia Seltos with its 26.6 and 62.8 cubic feet. Snazzy exterior. The Envista's front-end design was inspired in part by the Buick Wildcat electric vehicle concept. To our eyes, this is a successful look. The rest of the body seems more inspired by the BMW X4, Sportback versions of Audi SUVs, or any other SUV with a sloping roof as opposed to the conventional squared-off method. It definitely turned more heads than most other subcompact SUVs in our real-world testing. Our favorite features and tech. Wireless Apple CarPlay/Android Auto. We always like to see cable-free phone integration, simply for the convenience. It's standard in the new Envista. Wireless phone charging. Standard in the top of N-Ear, optional in the other two trims. Another handy feature that also helps keep the cabin tidy. Powered tailgate. So handy when your hands are full. Standard in the Avenir, optional elsewhere. Wi-Fi. This comes as standard in the Avenir, though it's not available in any other trim. Moonroof. Optional in the top two trims, it adds an airiness to the cabin. Heated steering wheel. Another standard feature in the Avenir, we've enjoyed having it on cooler California nights, so imagine how great it would be on cold Michigan mornings. On that note, we found the heated seats to be of the extra strength variety. Engine and transmission. A turbocharged 1.2-liter 3-cylinder engine is the sole method of propulsion for the 2025 Envista. Output is a modest 137 horsepower and 162 lb-ft of torque, which goes to just the front wheels through a 6-speed automatic transmission. There's no option for all-wheel drive. 3-year/36,000 mile warranty. Buick's new vehicle warranty lasts 3 years or 36,000 miles, whichever happens first. Powertrains are covered for 5 years or 60,000 miles. This is all typical among mainstream manufacturers, but Kia and Hyundai have better terms. Roadside assistance is also provided for 5 years or 60,000 miles, and the first service is free. Safety ratings. The Envista has yet to be crash tested by any agencies in the United States. Standard safety equipment includes forward collision warning with automatic emergency braking and pedestrian detection, plus lane keeping assistance. Blind spot monitoring with rear cross traffic alert is available higher up the trim level ladder.